that didn't work, but that did. See, I had to get my camera settings. I'm learning how to do camera settings. See, all I had to do is push the button, right?
You hit the
Click.
button and I pop on. Look at that. And it's like live, almost like the camera, like you're holding the camera, taking a picture of me sitting across from you. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
So it's working apparently. Let's get that just right. I think it's right about right there. Got it. All right. So Dave, PBX 2024 is in the books.
It is.
Yep, and we missed you there.
I was so sad. I was depressed all week
What?
because it's like camp, like when all the cool kids get to go to camp and you don't, because you get to see everybody and all your friends and everything,
Yep.
and I was just very, very depressed all week because I could not go to camp and see my friends from all over the world.
It's like hello, Mudda. Hello, Fada. Here we are at Campanada. But I did walk you through the floor though. I made sure.
Yes.
So I got my iPhone. For those who are watching, I got my iPhone out. We FaceTime Dave, and we walked around as much as we could around the floor before it opened up. So you got to say hi to a lot of people,
Right.
and they were glad to
I
see you.
did, and that was very cool.
Yeah.
Although we didn't cover the entire floor, we only covered like a quarter of it.
Oh no, I walked. Well, in terms of who talked, but I walked like almost the whole thing with you. I just zipped.
No,
I definitely did.
no,
I
no, we
did.
didn't.
At
No.
least half. At least half.
We
Come
started
on,
from
man.
like booth active over and then up until like darkroom booth, coming back the other way.
You would know better than me. It was a whirlwind.
Trust trust me, I remember because I was depressed. That was like the happiest day of the week
uh,
when we got to do that.
Danny Max is saying hi. Hi, Danny. I'm
Hey,
getting over.
Danny.
Yeah, so I helped out Danny, and a lot of us got sick during the show.
That's I heard a lot of people were came home with like colds and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Must have been something in the water.
No, it's just I
That's
started
good.
feeling sick. No, that's when you go to Mexico. Um,
Oh, okay.
I was feeling sick probably Tuesday morning. I was like, this doesn't feel right. And then by Tuesday afternoon, like 6 o'clock, I started feeling lightheaded, and I powered through it. And I'm still sort of getting over it, but it wasn't that bad. Some people got it worse than I did, so I kind of lucked out.
Right.
Um, but it was good. And here's Danny. Usually he's the one who gets sick. Iris and I didn't, but pretty much the rest of the Max team did get pretty sick. Yes, that is true.
Right.
And it might have been
Yeah.
my
Well,
fault.
Danny normally gets sick after a convention or
Uh
expo
huh.
or something,
Yeah.
or right before it. Actually, he gets sick right before it too. Because I remember a few years ago with COVID. So, um, but yeah.
You know what? And yeah, when you're partying on 2 hours sleep,
I think that has a little bit to play into it too. I think.
well, yeah, because I had an event that Saturday night, and that ended at
Right.
10. I didn't get home till 11:30, and I had to
Right.
get up at 5, and I didn't actually fall asleep probably till 2. So yeah, I didn't have that much sleep. And then
Right.
Sunday was the Booth Mastermind Awards, right?
Right.
Which was really cool. That was a lot of fun. Got to see some stuff there, and I DJ'd a little bit too with Jared and Greeny, who was there. Him and
I
his team
heard.
were phenomenal. Ate, went to bed, woke up again, just like still on East Coast time. I was up at like four
Right.
o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I think that probably does have a lot to do with it. Not, lack of sleep is not good.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's the way it is every year too.
yep.
When you go out there, because you're so excited, you're seeing everybody. You're catching up from an entire year of not seeing everybody live, but
Hmm.
talking to them on Facebook or Instagram or X or wherever.
Hmm.
and then seeing them live and getting to be able to go out to dinner or hang out or go to the go see a show or something before the expo really gets started.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of I took a bunch of pictures and videos and stuff like that. So this is like, if I can do this one here. This is Jared and DJ Rachel like dancing. Right? So Jared was DJing. And of course, he's a he is a former Michael Jackson impersonator.
Oh,
So that close, yeah. So you guys didn't know that, but now you do. The word's out, Jared.
that's
um,
funny,
yeah. So I'll go back to that real quick so you can just see. There's this fancy move.
right?
Um, and then so that was that night, and then also there were a lot of cool things. So Booth.events is now integrated with the Max Design LED app, and that
Right.
was running. I think I got a picture of Iris walking around with that. Let's see, where is
Oh,
that?
and by the way, congratulations going out to Iris and
Yeah,
all of the nominees and inductees, I should say,
yeah, she's
for
a Hall
the
of Famer.
the 2023 um, photo booth Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, it's 2024, Dave.
Oh, it's fine. Was it for 2024? I thought it was
Yeah,
23.
yeah, right there on the
Okay.
screen, 2024.
Okay. Well, I'm
So,
looking at it on my phone, and it's kind of small.
oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Sorry about that. Yeah,
That's okay.
she won an award. A lot of people, great people, won an award for that. Let me see if I can find that picture. I thought I had a picture of. Well, I have a picture of Danny holding the new DSLR booth right here. Let's go to that one. That was a really big hit because it was well, it's obviously the duo and the Roamer, but the
Right.
Roamer was walking around the opening night party as well as the BMAs, and it's really
Right.
phenomenal. Three different DSLR cameras that you can run. Um,
Right.
yeah, it's great pictures. Let me see if I got a picture. I posted a couple earlier. Let's see. Here's one with me and George. And it was a very dark room, right? So completely pitch black. This one here is at the opening night.
Right.
So some
Right.
some instances, there's me and Ed Antunian and his wife. Um,
Right.
even got Mike Bender and Mike in there, and people in the background. Like
Yeah.
everybody loved it. It was, and that's one of the cool things about the whole night, the whole show is I think everybody was playing well. Um,
Right.
and
Well, and that's kind of the cool thing is,
yeah,
a lot of the vendors, the manufacturers that are there, you know, get along with each other. It's not like
they try.
cutthroat kind of, you know, oh, I can't believe you're here, and
Yeah.
like I mean, I remember there was some of that like the first couple years of the
Mhm.
expo, but it's really kind of it's become a community more, kind of like a family almost
Yeah. It is.
between a lot of the vendors, which
And
is very cool.
yeah, and somebody did comment, that it's good to have competition. It is, and there's always going to be a little bit of a battle between all the companies. But I think in the end, everybody realizes there's enough business out there for everyone, right?
Sure,
And that not
sure.
every single product is the right product for everyone. And it's, as long as everybody comes to that kind of mindset, we're all going to be okay because it really is a community, right?
Mhm.
It truly is.
Well, and that's what I try and tell people, when I see them post in the photo booth network or in a community or wherever, or they reach out to me. I'm like, and they say, "Well, Dave, what's the best booth out there?" Well, it's what fits your brand and your style.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many different booths out there that look similar, but I mean, the features are all in the software mostly.
Hmm.
You gotta figure out what style works for you, and
Yeah.
and uh, you know,
I'm gonna chase.
build around there.
Yeah, I got a chance to hang out with Sammy a bunch during the show. He's such a great guy.
He,
His
he is a very good
presentation,
guy.
yeah, his presentation or his little thing he did for BMAs was fantastic. He dressed up as his character that he does in his videos and everything. Um,
Dwayne Pipe.
Dwayne Pipe, he ran that. That was like the highlight of
Yeah,
the night. I can't stop
it's
thinking
good to
about
meet me.
right? Nice.
Listen,
It's nice to see me.
it's nice to see me. Yeah.
Let's
Um,
the
hey,
floor was
you know
opening
what
up.
else is what else is really cool about tonight?
What's that?
This is our 50th episode.
5. Oh. High five, Dave. Wait, there it is. Boom. Way to go. 50th episode, yeah. Jason Walsh was asking about that in the interview because we were, let me show that. We made it on Mobile Beat Magazine, right? But
We
of
didn't
course,
make it just on Mobile Beat. We actually made it in Mobile Beat
yeah,
magazine.
on and in. Rachel made the whole
Yeah.
cover, of course.
Yeah.
But we're right there
Oh,
in
of course.
small print.
Of course, that attracts people. You and I on the cover, they'd be putting it up to scare out mice from underneath, in the room.
They'd be taking it
So,
back to light up fires in their fireplaces when they get back home. So, oh, this little toilet paper. Yeah, it was kind of
honey,
cool.
we ran out of toilet paper. Get the Mobile issue. Just give me the section Art and Dave.
Oh God, yeah. The rest of it's good. Just the Art and Dave section. But that was
Right.
nice. So 50 episodes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, that we've been doing it this long, and people actually tune in occasionally, and
Yeah,
you know, did anybody mention anything to you out there about
yeah.
Photo Network or?
Yeah, I met a bunch of people that I've never met before that said they watched the show. They're on the Facebook groups and they enjoy it, which I'm happy. I'm happy about that. We do our
Good.
best, and I keep saying this every episode or every other episode that try to be as humble as possible. I'm not the expert at anything, and that almost every week it's like a master class, and I always learn something. So it's a good
Sure.
opportunity for me to learn, and I'm blessed with the access that I have to everybody that we interview because I'm always getting something from it.
Yeah, we have amazing guests on all the time. So, and in that breath, if there is anybody out there that would like to be a guest on here,
Yeah,
please reach out to Art and I, because we're always looking to interview people, whether you be a booth owner that's new, or someone that's been a booth owner for a long time, or a manufacturer. We'd love to have you on the show to talk about, the industry,
yeah,
and learn more about people. I mean, this is what the show is about. It's about, us trying to share knowledge in the universe,
hmm,
as to who, what, where, why, and when, uh, so we can
yeah,
help the industry grow.
yep. And I did talk to a couple people that are going to come on the show. Um,
Mhm.
Danny's saying he'd love to be on again. Absolutely, anytime, Danny. Wouldn't be here without you and pretty much everybody else. So come on, we'll reach out and we'll figure out a good time for you to come back
Yep.
on.
It'll be a good time. I think we should have Danny on soon, because I mean, he can talk about the new booths.
Yep.
I heard a lot of really good buzz about it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's
so
good.
that's a good thing.
And he's got also the one more here. I want to make sure I show this one. This is cool. It's boom boom boom. It's the landscape DSLR.
Yep. I remember talking to him about this a couple of years ago, telling him that, boy, I wish he would make one. And
Yeah, he
he's
made
like,
it.
oh yeah, there's a few other ones that are like that now. And then he finally did it, and I'm really happy. And I'm gonna probably be ordering one, because those are my favorite booths. Because I have 3 or 4 that
Hmm.
are that shape already.
Yeah.
So I was just waiting for him to make one, which he finally did.
Yep. He did. People were liking
And
it.
people love. I'll tell you what, I get compliments on my booths all the time.
I don't know where you store all your booths,
So
man. Like every booth in like that's known to man.
what's that?
Where do you store all these photo booths? You've got so many different ones.
Oh, I've got lots of storage, and they're all in cases, so
Yeah.
they
Stack
fit
them up.
they fit nicely in the storage unit, and the props are all. Maybe one day I'll do a video of my storage area and go through, because I have shelves where I keep everything stacked.
Yeah.
So you know,
Um, let's see what else we got from the show. So I think so. A few of the trends that I saw. There are some photo booth companies getting into DJ stuff, and just to be clear, we're trying to be as neutral as possible. So we're going to show stuff from many different manufacturers. Here is, believe it or not, so Moby booth right here was getting into the kind of the Toadmatic style of DJ
yeah,
booth. Yep.
yeah,
I think they did a pretty good job with that. Um, it's got the TV on the front, and I didn't get any pictures in the back and the side. I think that they got stuff on their site on Moby Booth, so you guys can go check that out. Actually, you know
yeah.
what? This is a video. I'll post a video up on the YouTube channel instead of playing them all here now because I don't think it'll have the audio. But yeah, this is a video. I do have some back side of that.
Right.
The one of the other trends that I saw was coming out more and more. Oh, this is also a video. Damn it. Um, Pickbox had a real nice retro booth. There it is. They call it the Woody. So it's like a hybrid of a modern booth, but with a retro feel to it.
Right.
That was neat. I've got a little video of that. I'll try to post that on the YouTube channel. This is
So,
this,
so I've seen a couple of them.
yeah,
You had every booth, and
yeah. There's
then
a
I
bunch
think
of
it
them.
was it Glamour Booths. I think had one,
There's a handful.
and yeah.
There was even one. I think that China came. There's a Chinese company that came in. They're like direct.
Okay. Right.
They had some sleek ones as well. There was definitely a one there. There was a couple handmade ones. There was another company. So here's an interesting thing. Um, I don't know if you guys have. I mean, we all know that there's some manufacturers that make their stuff here in the U.S. and there's some manufacturers that have it outsourced to companies in China or other countries. It's going to be interesting to see what happens because just reported, I think a few weeks ago, Mexico has actually, and I could be wrong on this, but I know I read this. Mexico has actually finally eclipsed China regarding imports to the U.S.
Yeah, but from what I understand, a lot of that is it's coming from China into Mexico, and then from Mexico into the United States. From
Yeah.
what I read,
Well, there was a
because
Mex.
it's easier to get it in from Mexico than it
Uh,
is from China.
well,
So,
oh,
and believe it or
well,
not, it's supposed to be cheaper.
yeah.
So,
Well, there was a company from Mexico right across from Bleepshare. I think it was Bleepshare. Um,
right.
the first one I've seen coming from Mexico. So who knows? But I know that Mexico does do a lot of manufacturing.
Hmm.
I don't again you could be right there. I think that a lot of it could be coming from China, but I know they do some manufacturing as well. But it's just
Right.
interesting to see that would be great for those who rely on Chinese made products to not have to worry about those things coming over ships if indeed it is true and they ship stuff
Mhm.
directly from Mexico. I don't know.
Right.
So, um, hey Dave, back up just a little bit. I can see your nose hairs. No, just kidding. I can see the back of your brain. There you go.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
That's me. What else?
Sorry,
There was one of these
I'm
sightings.
too far.
We had King Kong showed up, or
Oh,
not King
Donkey
Kong,
Kong.
but Donkey Kong showed up. So that was kind of
Uh
cool.
huh.
This is the first time I've seen
Right.
mascots. Have you seen mascots show up at the show before?
Yeah, I've seen them. When I say the past 2 or 3 years, I've seen some.
There were like three this year. Like one from
Yeah.
Photo Booth Expo, Donkey Kong, and then one other guy that was
Right.
dressed up on the opening night. It was pretty cool.
Well, that's George. His name's George.
Okay,
He's always dressed up in
George.
sequins.
So then I think that he had two outfits because he also did the another outfit on the Monday night opening party. I didn't get a picture of that though.
Okay. Right.
Along with being sick, I made sure to eat healthy. Got to have your veggies and your fruits.
Uh huh. So
Uh,
that was a picture of somebody else's table, then, right?
oh no, that was mine. I had Bloody Mary mix and that to try and feel better, and I poured on that hot sauce, man. I was like, let me open up my
Uh huh.
sinuses. DJs were phenomenal that night at the opening party. So that was good. Now the next big thing um, was really you had Glambots. Were kind of, there was like three or four companies there. Um, that
Right?
was
Yeah, I know you had Glam. I think Zentek had one, and I forget who the other one was.
there was Glambot, Zentek had one. There was I think there were three different companies there. I could be wrong.
Right.
Um, but when I look at it, it's not for me. It's I think that's going to be for the bigger companies that do like the big corporate activations and whatnot. It's just those things
Sure.
are huge. And kind of
Right.
like for me, the mirrors. I don't do mirrors because I don't have a big vehicle to transport all that crap. So I try to be as compact as possible. But a lot of people were going gaga over the Glambots. It was really cool to see that.
Right. Well,
AI.
I mean, it's because it spins around and it's got a
It's
lot of
different.
movement to it. So
Yeah, I'm waiting for
the
next
the
year for the crane bot. They actually wheel in a big giant crane that works on skyscrapers and attach a camera to it.
I'm sure it's already there.
And someone's
Some
gonna buy it.
somebody's got it.
Skyscraper bot, right?
Oh, I think ATA Boost might have had one there. I
Okay.
think they had a Glambot too.
Yeah, and it looks like the
Yeah.
output on them was really really nice.
Yeah.
They had like full blown out like red carpet experience with that stuff with awesome
Right.
lighting and huge backdrops and yeah.
I saw some of the videos that some of the members posted in the group, and
Mhm.
they look like they were fun.
Yeah, they were really cool. But the big thing I think this year, what everybody was kind of on was AI. Um,
Right.
that's I think that's the biggest reason, other than the fact that I love the expo, because I wasn't supposed to. Not that I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't gonna go,
You
but I was
were
like,
yeah, you weren't going to go and I was, and then look how it flipped.
we switched.
Yep.
But AI, I was just like, I have to go. I have to see what this stuff is about because, and this is for everybody
Mhm.
out there watching, either now or later. One of the big reasons why I go to the expo is because I want to bring back something to kind of be the first in my area to do. And when you go
Mhm.
to the show, you have the opportunity to be the first or one of the first to see these new offerings that they hold back and they're putting in betas and they only release it at the show. And sometimes you can only access it if you ask these people at the show. You'll get
Right.
access to it before anybody else. Um, so anybody who's interested in going next year, I highly recommend it because there are so many photo booth companies popping out everywhere. It's like a measles epidemic, and you have to differentiate yourself. Differentiate yourself, and one of the ways to do that is kind of be first to market in certain things. That's not the only way,
Right.
but in my opinion, that's what's helped me, and I know a few others, is to be the first to differentiate yourself with new product or new
Right.
offerings, experiences.
Hi, Sharon. I just saw she posted or she sent a message,
Oh,
but I
awesome.
guess she said work review. So, what did you learn about AI? That's what I want to know.
What I learned about AI is, let me get back to this here, is that there's very similarities between all of the different platforms. I got a chance to take a look at as curators, right? That's me. That was
Which
really good.
which really really you need to cut back on the ice cream there. You
And
know,
shave my beard, apparently. But it did a good job.
it
And it
did.
was pretty quick. Here's James Trivlis doing his version. So that's James. That was the
Right.
first example that I got. Um, and then LA Photo Party, I think probably is the most advanced with the most offerings.
Right.
You can watch the video on the YouTube channel at the Photo Booth Magazine YouTube channel. I interviewed Dave Miller, and
Right.
most
Dave's
of
a great guy too, and a huge supporter of the industry. So
he is.
LA
He
Photo
absolutely
Party
is.
is there is a reason why they're one of the premier leaders in our industry.
Yeah, the very just so particular about the small details, which is what I liked.
Yeah.
I just got it's the first
Yep.
time I met him, and I just got that vibe off of him when I was talking to him. He's just I could just imagine him in the boardroom or the think tank room, and looking at
Mhm.
versions of the software. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Keep working on it. I could see him telling them to go back until he gets it just right, what his vision
Right.
is. So I respect that, and I think that was evident in the output because LA photo parties, and maybe I didn't get a chance to take a look at it all the other softwares as much in depth as I'd like to, but there was a difference between LA photo party and the rest, and the face swap was very similar, but it was the generative AI. Where, and you, again, watch the video, it's on the YouTube channel, where you
Right.
actually selected different components to alter in the photo. You could pick the color of the hair. You could make sure that the AI knew you were wearing glasses or not wearing glasses. You could choose from, a couple different features, gender, skin color. Make
Mhm.
sure you get those settings right. But the other thing that, and again, I don't know if the other softwares have this or not. But what David showed me was that you could do more than just one person at a time. I think it was up to four people just to do
Okay.
a generative AI. So, again, I could be wrong. There could be some of the others that have some of those capabilities, but LA Photo Party had the most robust offering, I thought.
Now, was that running on a iPad, or was that running on
At the
Windows?
at the show, it was on a Windows machine.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, their software has always been really intuitive, and
Hmm.
they've always kind of set the bar and the curve. Him and I would say them and probably Breeze. Since
Hmm.
Steve took over Breeze, I know he was showing off a lot of the features of the new Breeze
Hmm.
version with the AI and whatnot.
Yeah,
So we've got some really cool stuff coming out for the industry,
yeah,
which is very cool.
yeah. TouchPix had a nice experience. I didn't. I did a video, and I had the same problem with Dave Miller's video where my microphone's batteries were just running out, and so I would shoot the video, and I'd walk away, and I'd come back. I'm like, oh man, I lost the video, so I had to switch to iPhone audio, and so the same thing
Okay.
happened with TouchPix. So I feel bad. I'll have to see if I can drum up a couple of the other videos I did with Charles at TouchPix. But TouchPix also had some nice, and they're all going to have great technology. It's going to be which platform you're most comfortable with, and again, which experience that you want to offer your customers. Um, Here's what is a baseball card. That's supposed to be me. Boy, I look angry in all these photos.
Well, you are an angry person. I just
Grr.
it's from all that ice cream that you ate in the
I just
curator
mean,
booth.
well, wait. Oh, you know what? You're right. Look, if I don't have ice cream, I look sad. You give me ice cream, I'm one happy camper.
See, happy there, ice cream in hand.
No happy.
Other picture, not so happy.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Do I have any more AI? Yeah, I think AI is going to be the big thing this year. Um, is it going to be a solo experience? And a lot of people were talking about this, that it can be its own experience. But I think that it's when most, I was talking to James Trills about this, is like when you go to an event, you really most of the time just want a picture of you, like you're just you, and that this
Right.
is going to be a nice little add-on or experience. Activation for corporate to wow their clients, yeah, absolutely. So it'll be everyone's going to have different situations which this AI is going to be useful. There's also 360 AI.
Right.
I didn't get a chance to try that out. There's offerings on that. Um, what else? I think those are the big things.
I saw the sketchbots. Now
Yes.
there's now a color sketchbot.
Yeah, hold on a second here. I got a picture of that. I did a video of that as well, which again is on the YouTube channel. Um, but yeah, this they got this really cool setup where there's like I think 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different colored markers. And so
Right.
it'll go through and draw. You can see right there. You probably can't hear it, but anyway, watch the YouTube video. It'll draw the face
Right.
first, and then it'll go and start choosing some of the colored markers and start doing some outlines and adding color to the photo as well. Um,
Right.
so that was nice. It's a nice addition. to the sketchbots. And obviously, you can see the platform. They have a new platform instead of the nanotape platform where you stick it on and you have to peel it off. And then, God
Right.
forbid, you forget to put a piece of paper on in time, it starts drawing on the nanotape. This is a spring loaded platform. You push it down, you pull out the paper, and there's already paper under it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's kind of automated, so you don't have to necessarily watch it. A customer can come
Right.
up, get their picture taken, grab their photo, and there's already the next piece of paper is ready for the next client.
Right.
All right, we got a
Oh, that's
question.
very cool.
Yeah, we got a question that came in. What was the best thing at PBX this year for corporate clients? Wow. Um, you know, again, I think that's one of those things, Dave, would you agree that you have to kind of talk to your client and find out what they want?
Yeah, I think the AI is going to be a big thing that you can really sell and market to branding because you can actually add your branding into
Hmm.
the AI.
Yeah,
So incorporating that in and it being something that's completely unique to that experience that you're creating,
yeah,
that activation, I think that that's going to be a very popular thing for corporate stuff.
yeah. Well, the Sketchbots is also another one that I love. I've been working with Alzheimer's Association, and we did their gala last year, and we debuted the Sketchbots with them.
Right,
They asked for it again this year. They liked it that much. Like they're like, yeah, we got to
right.
have Sketchbots again. And that's
Well, and there's new updates to it that the pictures
mhm.
will hopefully sketch a little bit better
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and the 360s, right? So the AI 360
Mhm.
stuff. It's got some really cool effects stuff to happen in there. Um, yeah, so I guess it's hard to answer that question. It really is because there's just so many different things, and a lot of the corporate clients I work with, they're just like, yeah, what's next, right?
Right,
So present them with a few different options, price it out accordingly, so that way you're paying for that equipment or that experience that you're adding on to your arsenal and sell
right.
it. So, but yeah, that was PBX 2024. I did not win. I got out early in the poker tournament.
Yeah, I saw that Min came in, I guess, third or fourth.
Did you
Fourth.
really? Oh man.
Yeah, he posted something about it. I wish there would have been more like from PBX. There wasn't. It didn't seem like there was as much activity from like feeds and things like that that I noticed,
Hmm.
which is good because that means people are involved in stuff. But in past years, it seemed like there was more.
Like on this on the
Um,
live reporting, like on the spot reporting.
yeah,
It was busy. Like, and you and I were supposed to do a
yeah,
live stream. I had no time. I really didn't.
right,
It was nonstop. As soon as my feet hit the ground in Las Vegas, it was nonstop. It was go, go,
right,
go, 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 go. Very little rest, very little sleep, plus being sick on top of it.
right.
Didn't help. Yeah, we worked our butts off, to say the least. Everybody did. And across, you could just see across the whole floor. Um,
Right.
but we did what we could, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I gotta say I really liked some of the outputs that I saw. Like one of them being the photo party. Um, AI
yeah,
because I that some of the AIs change to people that it doesn't look. You can kind of see some resemblance, but I think I really do want to say that LA Photo Parties one kind of really did a really good job with making the person look like the person.
that was the
So
closest. I mean,
yeah,
not just my face, but the whole body pose. See if I
right,
have did I put the body pose in there too? I have a side by side picture. Um, Let me just go to this one more time. I mean, I was literally posing just like that. You can see to the left there
Right.
is a little bit of an extra arm, so it's not perfect.
Right. Right.
Um, but that's exactly how I was posed. I had my arm off to the right and I was holding a camera. So it
Right.
didn't just do a face swap, it did like a whole body swap.
Right. It was very cool seeing some of the booths, like people posting photos of the different manufacturer booths. You know, like there were a couple people that posted pictures of like Danny's booth and um, the booth book guys, like Chris Collins and them. Uh, you know, uh, the Touch Picks
Hmm.
booth. So it was kind of cool seeing that there. Um,
I'm just scrolling through pictures. There's Peter Spence. I got to meet him.
right,
That's the other thing. I got to meet people I've never met in person before. Like
right,
he's the SEO guy. There's Danny and Iris. There's Rachel. Uh,
right.
my fruit. I think I showed. Yeah, here's the Glam bot. Let me see if I can show this. Lower my volume on this though. There we go. So watch this. This is Glambot's. Darn! I put the wrong one up. Buzzkill. Don't worry, I've got another one I'll post up. It's pretty cool. There's Pickbox. I think that was the last one. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Um, Letdown. So somebody asked what the letdown was. Let me post this up here. Do, 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 do. All right. So what was the letdown of PBX? Letdown. If I was bummed about anything about PBX, it lack of time. Like I wanted an extra day. I feel like I felt very sad when we packed up. When it hit two
Right,
o'clock on Thursday, it's like when I was a kid and I used to go on vacation to the beach because I love the beach and it was like the biggest time
yep,
of the year. You have a great time. It's that last day of packing up and it's been bright and sunny the whole time. And on your way home, it's raining. Like it's
right,
just sad. Like that's how I felt because I was just truly having a good time and I felt like it needed one more day.
right,
That was a big letdown. Um, Other people are going to complain like seminars and this and that, but it's what you make of the expo, right?
right.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, that's people are never happy with with some of the seminars. You do have some people like I heard that Ursula's seminar was fantastic, and I believe Catalina,
yeah,
um, really did well. But sometimes they seem very salesy for stuff.
yeah,
So that's kind of but that's the complaint that happens every year.
yeah. You're going to have that. Oh, I know what it was. If I had to complain about one thing, the BMAs, not the BMAs themselves, but the fact that there was no water in the room. You had to pay $7 for a bottle of water
Oh, geez.
at the opening night ceremony, at the closing night ceremony of the BMAs or whatever. Yeah, $7 for a bottle of
Right,
water. I was like parched. And I'm like, you mean I gotta like pay $7 per water,
right,
or go to my hotel room, which is like, go grab waters and bring it back, which you look kind of like a cheap bastard doing that. Which whatever. But I didn't do it. But yeah, I ponied up like probably for like six or
right.
seven bottles. That was the disappointment. There should be water, at least free water for crying out loud.
That yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, it's they have it in like every single room,
Not this one.
and that's well, where did they have it? Down in the venue, or did they have it up in the on
The
the show floor, or
the Sonoma AB room.
okay,
Yeah. I bought somebody a diet cap or a Captain and Coke because the line was long and the bartender was slow, right? And I'm like,
right,
I just want some freaking water. So I walked up to her. I'm like, I'm here. Let me buy your drink because I need to buy some water. So I bought her her drink. Her drink was $7, and it was the same price as the water. It's like
Right.
$7 for an alcoholic drink or $7 for a bottle of water. I'm like, that's insane, insane. Oh, but whatever. You're supposed to go and spend money there, right?
Well, yeah. Well, and that's the object of the casino is to bring money in. So yeah.
Um, that's it. Other than that, I had a great time. The DJ side was
So
bigger this year. There
yeah,
was full
I heard that that there was some new product that was kind of being shown,
a bunch.
and yeah.
So but yeah, it was fun. Um,
So
here's
are
a
we looking
question.
forward to next year?
Yeah, someone just says, "Have you guys thought about running a seminar?" I would attend 1,000%. We were just talking about this, Dave. You want to kind of give your idea?
Yep. So I think next year Art and I are going to do a seminar. We'll ask Rob, obviously, but I think that you and I together just doing maybe an open Q&A seminar, or even talking about marketing and stuff like that.
And take
You
questions.
know,
Like I want
take questions.
two desks on the stage, and we're sitting there like newscasters because it's nice to see me.
Right,
Sorry,
right. Well, we can't use that line because
damn it.
obviously that's already been used. But we'll have to come up with something.
I know.
Like I said, I picture something Saturday Night Live-ish. You
Oh,
know, you know. You
oh,
could be you could be Colin Jost, and I'll be Michael Shea.
oh! I don't care. I was thinking more of like Chevy Chase,
Yeah, and
and I'll
Dan
be
Aykroyd.
Brad. Jane, you ignorant. Beep.
Yes.
So yes, I think we should do something and have fun with it. Like
Right.
there's a lot of great information out there, but I don't want this to be dry. I want people like rolling on the floor laughing, but also getting good information at the same time.
Sure. Actually, you know what we could do like a pseudo news report of the photo booth industry
Oh, good.
and drop in pictures, or people could send us random pictures that we put up,
Mm-hmm.
and we will have to talk about whatever we see. Just something fun.
In a nice
I
way,
think
but
I
funny.
think people would have a blast with something like that. So we got a whole year to put something together. Put it that way.
Yeah, and maybe we'll sponsor the water for the closing night ceremony. We're just gonna show up with the cases, just drop them on the floor. Boy, would they be pissed.
The, the water sponsored by the Photo Booth magazine for the BMAs.
Why not? It's water for crying
That
out loud, guys. Oh, unbelievable. So we'll put our own labels on it. Just our two faces.
Listen, you can order that from like Nestle Water. You can order like cases of water with
Oh, I'm gonna get empty bottles. I'm gonna go fill them up in the faucet. And I'm gonna like hot glue the top shut. I'm gonna go cheap, just like them.
we hey, look, we could actually sell the bottles for $2 a bottle and make some
Oh,
money.
that's great. Just set up our own little stand right next to it. $2
Yeah,
bottle of water. That's a way to get kicked out even before the show starts, Dave.
yeah. As we're being escorted out of
In
out of
handcuffs.
the casino
You
and
guys got
told never to
arrested.
come back again,
You guys got arrested for what?
selling water.
Oh, that's just crazy. So,
Yeah.
well, that was fun. I'm looking forward to it. So the next show is that I will be going to will be the DJ Expo in Atlantic City.
Yep.
So,
I'm thinking I might go to uh, one or two prior. I might go to Marquee out in Chicago.
mhm.
I got to talk to Keith. I might go out there, see if he needs any more presenters, things like that. Um, so yeah, I mean it'll be interesting to see.
Says it's in Schaumburg, Illinois in June. Schaumburg. Um, yeah, I can't go. That's like my busy month. That's crazy. I wish I could.
Right,
Um, just maybe next year, and I keep saying that, but I'll try. But it's the end of the school year for my kids. It's crazy busy
right.
with events, and it's also my son's 10th birthday this year, so can't miss that. I think it's in the middle of the week.
Wow.
Yeah,
On the verge of being
a man.
a teenager. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cute, cool little guy. Oh, and Rex, I forgot. Let me show. Rex was obviously there doing his thing. He was everywhere. So shout out to Rex.
Yeah, he pops up in all my feeds.
He pops up everywhere. He's
Yeah,
like
I
nonstop.
saw him walking around with his Rex's QR T-shirt thing,
He's working it. He's doing his best to build up that YouTube channel.
which is a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So he does. He does work hard. He covers a lot of things on his YouTube channel. So it's Rex's Photo Booth, and we've got Rex's Corner on the Photo Booth magazine website. And hard to update, but I'll be putting up some more videos on that. But yeah, he covers a lot of different things as quickly as possible too. So, but
Very cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
well
I'm
that's
just so sad I missed it this year, but it was kind of cool because I had a few people reach out to me,
mhm,
um, during the week saying, "Hey, Dave, we miss you," kind of thing. So, I mean, that just made it worse in some aspects, but it was very touching for some of the people that reached out because it wasn't expected by some, and hearing from them kind of lifted my spirits last week. So,
good.
and getting to hang out with you on the floor, via the phone for a little bit before it opened.
Yeah, so I
And
did
then the
try
man,
my best.
then the madhouse, the floodgates of the madhouse opened up.
You literally got in under the wire before the door opened up.
Right,
Apparently, the line was in the casino. Apparently, that's how far
right,
the line went. It was the largest attended. There was, I think, a couple hundred more than last year, and definitely,
right,
as Rob had mentioned, the rooms were completely booked up.
right.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, that's what it's about.
Hmm.
It's growing the industry. And listen, I mean, we add hundreds of people, if not thousands of people a year in the group.
Yeah.
So, you
And,
know,
and so much
it
money that
shows that
hotel
the
makes.
industry's there. What's that?
So so much money that hotel makes.
Yeah.
Did they really have to charge $7 for a bottle of water that night?
Apparently they needed to that night. Maybe attendance was down, people checked out. I don't know.
The food was great. Like they had like the sliders. They had a Nashville not so hot sandwich. Pulled pork sandwiches. I think there was like nachos, and it was worth it. It's good, yummy.
Well, I mean, you always have the buffet, which is always a huge hit.
Hmm.
Um, and then you have the other, like the grill and stuff like that. I saw a couple friends that had dinners at like the Italian restaurant and the steakhouse and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was cool.
I always make sure I go to Big Sur, which is the New Orleans seafood bar,
Right,
and the Del Mar Deli for breakfast.
right.
No line, and it's quick, and it's the cheapest thing there. So I just get my sandwich and leave. But Big Sur is
Yep.
good. I don't know if you've tried Big Sur, but it's fantastic. That's like my have to do
Where,
every time.
where's the Big Sur?
The Big Sur is right next to the big buffet. It's on the corner as you
Oh,
walk towards the
oh,
hotel room.
the seafood one.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So highly recommend it.
Well, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's one of the things everybody complains about every year too.
But food,
Yeah.
there's so many options there.
Yeah, but it's not just the options, it's the taste. A
Oh,
lot of people,
oh,
you know. But I
yeah.
but I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that as much this year.
Well, we had an
But then again,
incident.
I know a lot of people did a lot of outside events too.
We had
So
we had an incident at the Coronado Cafe where I sat down and I think it was Danny Brewer. Now I can't remember who it was. Maybe it might have been Danny Brewer. Anyway, sitting there at the end and pot stickers come out, and then there's this bowl of red liquid that you're supposed to dip your pot stickers in, and we were all passing around this bowl trying to figure out what it was. It was like some kind of red something.
Right.
It turned out it was
Like a
like
red tomato
no,
sauce or something.
not even clear. It basically was like watered down red wine vinegar with like a touch of soy sauce or something like that. No flavor to it whatsoever.
Oh,
It was weird.
okay.
Yeah, so that was the mystery sauce.
The mystery sauce.
Yeah,
Well, like I said, there you got to have something to complain about with some of the food there. So,
yeah, we found it. So, all right, Dave.
all right, my friend. Well, we did it. Our 50th episode, and what a great one we got to talk about the expo.
Yeah,
I got to learn, more about the expo than
yeah.
because I wasn't there this year.
Well, there's gonna be more videos popping up. There's a bunch of people shooting stuff there, so
Yeah.
um, everybody watching,
Well,
not just us. There are tons of people shooting video. You just gotta kind of go to YouTube
well,
and I guess search it, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, Randy Licht said that he was going to share some pictures with me. I
Okay.
still haven't seen anything yet, but
Maybe he's sick
hopefully,
too.
if anybody has pictures and you want to just send them to me so I can relive and think, hey, it would have been great if I was there this year.
Yeah.
Um, you know, please feel free to drop them in my direct messages because I love seeing pictures. You know,
Yeah.
and thinking, wow, if I was only there with everybody this year,
You're gonna be there next
how
year.
how much fun we would have had.
I can't wait to see what happens next year, though. So you're gonna be there, and we're gonna have something even cooler to report from for
Yep,
everybody.
yep.
So, all right, everybody. Have a great week. We do have some special
Take
guests
care.
coming up.
Remember, practice, love what you do, and we'll see. We'll see you maybe next week.
Yeah, next week we're gonna have a couple guests. I think I'm gonna try and line one of them up for next week, Dave.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks everybody. Bye.